Hello everyone, this is our first tutorial video which is about how to use TradingView. So I was about to make a first video about risk management, but since many of us in the group are absolute beginners, so I decided to first make the video about TradingView so that people can know how to do charting, how to use different tools present on TradingView. Okay, so this is how TradingView interface looks like, but this is not default view. By default, the candlesticks are green and red, green for up movement and red for down movement. But just to be color neutral, I have chosen this schematics just not to be psychologically influenced by green or red bars. So I'll reset it to the default green and red colors. So this is how by default charts look like on TradingView. Coming back to the different features on TradingView. So first I want to highlight about different time frames. So as we can see here, on every price chart we'll be plotting price against time. We can change the time frames against which we want to see our price movements. Like I want to see against 6 hour, then this is how my 6 hour chart look like. If I want to choose weekly, then this is how weekly chart look like. So every candlestick on a suppose this is a 4 hour chart, then every candlestick will represent 4 hour. If this is a 12 hour chart, then every candlestick will represent 12 hour, and so on. So for free users this is all right, but for premium users, here we have option to choose custom time frames. We can set any custom time frame to any custom minutes, hours, days, weeks, etc. For example, I have some already I have saved some custom time frames like 12 hours, 6 hour, and 3 days. These are all not available by default. Okay, so now coming on to different charting features. So this is trend line tool features, which are basically we can plot different types of lines. We can draw different types of channels and pitchforks. I don't use pitchforks, but these are some different lines which we can draw. Like we can draw trend lines, we can draw some horizontal lines which will draw any horizontal line from end to end. There are horizontal rays which are going to draw a horizontal line from the point you'll choose to the rightmost, like this. These are all drawing tools available here. You can explore these. Similarly, there are channels like parallel channels. All you have to do is choose one point, second point, and then drag it downward. This is going to draw a parallel channel. So all these drawing tools are available. Then there are fib tools. Basically, out of all these tools, I only use fib retracement and trend based fib extension. So for example, I have chosen fib retracement, so I have to drop it at one point, then drag all the way to the second point, and it is going to draw the Fibonacci levels. In similar way, I can draw trend based fib extension. For this, all I have to do is place it at one point, choose second point, then choose third point, then it is going to draw these fib extension levels. So all these uh, both this extension and retracement, these don't look like this by default. I have customized them. You can customize them as you like. Then there are different types of patterns for people who use Elliott waves, for triangle 3 drives. All these patterns are there, but I don't use these. Then projections are there. These are very useful. For example, we have to take a long position, so we'll choose an entry point, then it is going to draw a long projection. You can adjust your take profit, you can adjust your stop loss, then it is going to show you your risk reward ratio. You can even customize by how much account size you are going to trade, how much risk you want to take. Then it is going to calculate your position size by default. So this is very useful. Similarly, just like this long position, there is short position. So you can take a short and then you can check your risk to reward ratio, your PNL at your mark levels, etc. And there is this forecast, which is basically used to draw your projection that you're showing that from where to where price is gonna go. Like this is my starting point. I can draw it like here. That means I'm projecting that price is going to move from here to here. Okay, so the next features are all these brushes, arrows, and shapes. You can draw a rectangle. So I basically use these rectangles for supply, demand, and drawing support and resistance zones. So I use basically red for resistance and supply, and green for demand and support. So, and apart from this, there is path, which I use to draw projections like this. Then out of here I use curves. I use curves to show deviations. You have to choose starting point, ending point, and then the semicircle is drawn, which I use uh, to draw deviations. Then there are some text features. You can drop in some text. You can customize its size, color, etc. And then here there are some call out, price labels, price note. All of these are basically text features only, which are used to uh, put notes on your charts. And these icons and emojis I don't use. Measure tool, this is a good feature. Basically this is going to measure the move in percentage as well as the time duration uh, for the box that you're going to choose. Like I have chosen the starting point. I'm going to drawing it downward, then I can drag it left and right. Then here we can see this was a 30% move. There are 21 bars on this time frame, and this is total 10 days and 12 hours. And you can also see the volume here. So this is very useful. Then here, these are all the features that I use. Okay, I missed something I think here. So this is price range and date range. I use price range also. You have to choose the first point, you have to choose the your ending point, and then it is going to show you the move in percentage. Okay, let me see if anything else is missing which I use. Okay, so here, okay, so here there's a feature ghost feed also, which is basically used to draw your projection. Like I've chosen this point, this point, this point, this point. Then this basically shows your projection in green and red bars. Okay, now there is one very interesting indicator which TradingView has provided in these menu only, which is fixed range volume profile. It's here somewhere. This is fixed range volume profile is basically going to draw the volume profile for starting and ending point that you are going to draw. So I have chosen this from this to this price range, so I can see the volume profile here. Volume profile will be explained in later videos. So just for the sake of knowing, just know here their fixed range volume profile is also available here. Okay. Okay, so now coming back to Okay, so now coming to the next feature, which is indicators. So there are many indicators present on TradingView. Some are free, some are paid, some are provided by TradingView only. For example, this is a ICT concepts indicator, which is provided by Luxalgo. So it is going to draw liquidity regions, fair value gaps, order blocks, on the basis of smart money concepts, on the basis of ICT concepts. Similarly, the this is a fair value gap indicator which I already use sometimes. So all this green area represents fair value gap, and the gray area represents a fair value gap which was previously present, which is now filled. So different types of indicators are here which are very useful. On balance volume is there. So out of all these, I only use currently volume. Sometimes I use EMA, I use fair value gaps, and I use fixed range volume profile basically, which is also there in uh, these toolbar. And also, yeah, this one is also there, key levels, which is very important, which is going to draw different key levels like Monday low, Monday high, previous week low, previous week high, quarterly open, all these things. Okay, so now I want to talk about two last features here. One is setting up price alerts. So at any price, you can set a price alert. So when the price reaches there, then your alert will be triggered and you will be notified via notification on your phone or sound notification on your laptop or desktop. And also you can set it up to send an email to you. So for example, I want to set a price alert at 28,400 something. So I'll just go to that level. I do right click, and this is the feature, add alert on at this price. I'll click on this, and then if I click on create, then it is going to create a price alert. Now I can set an expiry date for this alert. I can set up a message which I want to see on the notification when this alert is triggered. Also, I can customize the notifications. We can notify in the app. It can show pop-up. It can send you an email. It can play sound. You can do all these customizations here. Apart from putting alert at any specific any specific price, you can also set alert at different lines. So if you have drawn any line like any key level, support or resistance, you just have to do click on this line. You'll see this icon. You click here and then same create alert pop-up will open. Now there is a premium feature which is replay. This is basically used for back testing. This is not available in free version of TradingView. So all you have to do is click on replay. You'll choose a time frame from where you want it to replay. Then when you click on play, then it is going to uh, play the price. It is going to show the price moving. This is basically used for some kind of back testing. If you are doing, like, if you want to see, if you want to draw any price projection and you want to see if the price is moving the way you analyzed it to move or not. Okay, so the very last thing here I want to show you is uh, you can create different watch lists here. Like I've created my own watch list here. You can create different sections. You can add any coin you want to add. Just click on this, it is going to add it. You can move it to different sections. You can also create different sections also. All you have to do is uh, just right click and then click on add section. You can also flag every symbol, like sometimes I flag green for long and red for sell. Okay, and you can click on this camera icon. It is going to download your chart with your name at the top. So these are all the basic features which I use on TradingView. This is delete, which in for using which you can delete all your drawings, and you can also remove indicators. Also, there's very interesting thing recently. For past few months it has been added, which is if any economical important data is coming up, then you'll see here with the icon of country for which the data is there. So for example, today this inflation data was coming up, so you can see it here. You click here, then you'll be able to see this data. And for future data also, you'll be able to see which data is coming up. You'll see its time and date, and also the forecast. When data is released, then you'll see this actual tab filled. Okay, so that's it for TradingView tutorial, I think, folks. uh, if you have any doubts, then please let me know in the group. Okay, thank you for watching and goodbye.